Hey guys, it's Jacques from MakuluLinux and welcome to another video. So I know Windows is a little overdue, everybody's waiting, we're very close to release. We're still testing a couple of things and still working on one or two features we'd like to finish up. Today I wanted to talk about one of those features. So we've created something else here called Interactive World. Now I need to just explain this before I show you guys what it is. Do you remember back in the old days, the older guys will remember, the younger guys may not. Do you remember those old games that you had where it was like a text-based game where they'd say to you, you're in a room and you see a table. They just describe the room. You can't actually see it. And they say there's a key hanging on a hook. There's a door to your left. What do you want to do? And it gives you options. And you like take the key. Actually type, take the key. And say, okay, you take the key. And then you say, open the door. And then you open the door and you go. And then they say, now you're in the passage, blah, 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 blah. And so forth. So it goes on. And you could then follow all these steps through the game. And it's all text-based while they describe everything. Until you eventually complete the game, right? And I guess it's like an interactive world, but it's text-based. You used to have those books as well, where you throw the dice. You know, it's like throw a 3 to go left, throw a 5 to go, or 7 to go right, type of thing. So what I've done here is we've created a similar type of thing. It's called Interactive World. And if you open your menu, you go to Programming, and there's a little shortcut there, Interactive World. It's similar but not the same, because in the games and in the books, the story concludes and you follow a specific path, which has 4 or 5 different endings depending on what you choose to do. Where this interactive world over here is kind of never ending, and also you don't have a specific path. You can actually do anything. So if we open it up and we look here, it says the AI will create an interactive world that unfolds based on your actions. The world is constantly updated by the AI based on your actions, and every action has consequences. Everything you do affects the world, be it good or evil. How will the world be affected? So basically, it's an AI controlled interactive world. The AI is very, very, very clever. It knows everything. It knows all the movies that are out in the world. It knows all the books. It knows most of, probably all of the, basically, world map locations and everything about them. So whatever world you create, the AI knows most of the basic rules and variables in those, and locations and things in that world, and it fills in the rest. So basically, if I choose a world, if I say something like a zombie apocalypse, World War Z. So that's the world that I want to create. Zombie apocalypse, World War Z. Enter. The AI will now create that world, because it says here, to start, you've got to describe the world that you want to enter. So it says there, you are in the heart of New York City, once a bustling metropolis, now a ghost town overrun by the undead. The streets are littered with abandoned vehicles, shattered glass, and decaying bodies. The air is thick with the stench of death and decay. You peer out from the window of your barricaded apartment, scanning the desolate landscape. A few solitary figures stumble aimlessly through the streets, their faces contorted in agony and hunger. Other shambles in larger groups, drawn to the sound of your heartbeat. What will you do next? Venture out and search for supplies, barricade your apartment and wait for help to arrive, find a group of survivors to join with, scavenge for weapons to defend yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you don't have to choose these choices. It will always suggest choices for you. You can make your own choice. You can simply type exactly what you want to do. Now, of course, it being a zombie apocalypse, I have to first secure my location, or maybe, let's see, it would seem that I'm in my apartment, right? So I'm safe for the time being. Uh, I have to find a weapon. I need to defend myself. So I have to find a weapon. I need to defend myself. So I chose that option because it's obviously it says there, you resolutely decide to venture out in search of a weapon to defend yourself in the unforgiving city. With cautious steps, you navigate the treacherous streets, your senses heightened. Every creak of a door, every rustle of the wind sends shivers down your spine. The oppressive silence is what? Punctuated by the distant moans of the undead, a haunting reminder of the nightmare that engulfs this once vibrant city. As you turn a corner, your heart leaps into your throat as a lone zombie lurches towards you, its eyes, its eyes glazed and vacant, the flesh rotting and decayed. Adrenaline surges in your veins as you frantically search for weapon, anything to protect yourself from this monstrous creature. What will you do next? It says grab a nearby brick and hurl it at the zombie. Flee from the zombie and seek refuge in a nearby building. Attempt to sneak past the zombie, hoping it doesn't notice you. Try to communicate with the zombie, reasoning with it. That's such a stupid option. You're gonna die. Anyway, so as you can see, it's like it's a world that unfolds, right? And it never ends. You choose an option, there's consequences for that option. The AI will adapt the world and continue the story. And so you kind of find yourself in this virtual text world that just goes on and on and on forever. Now, another nice thing that we did was, um, because this is such a thing that can take such a long time, you may actually enjoy this world. Like you might actually venture out in and find this and find that, and you know, after playing for a while, you might like, ah, damn, I don't have time, but I'd love to continue the story. Well, fear not. We've added a save. If you exit there and you reopen it, it will now load the world again. It will load from the last point you were, except it will push you one forward just to make the story interesting. So it says the zombie is shuffling closer, its fetid stench filling the air. Your heart races, pounding against your ribs like a war drum. Your mind frantically searching for a plan, a way to escape this deadly encounter. In the corner of your eye, you spot a rusty pipe lying on the ground, a potential weapon. You could grab it and swing it at the zombie, but you're not sure if you have the strength to overpower it. Okay, so then obviously, so what do you do now? Anyway, so basically it goes on and on and on, right? You kill the zombie, and then who knows what happens after that. I mean, you could literally say, okay, I need to look for survivors, or oh, I need to find supplies to take back to my apartment, or you know, I need to find something, whatever. um, I need to find a better place to hide. I need to get to a rooftop, look around for any guns, um, or an axe or something, or a sword. I don't know. But you can create any world. Now, if you want to play a new game, it says here to start a new world, simply type delete this world. Now, when you exit and you open it again, it starts a new world. Unless you delete the world will forever continue. You could play this for a day, a week, a month, a year, 10 years, 50 years. I mean, it will never stop. And the AI is very, very good at creating worlds. So let's take something else as an example here. So let's say, please enter a description of the world you wish to start in. Huh. Uh, the world of Alice in Wonderland. Okay, I'd like to create the world of Alice in Wonderland. You can create any world, anything that comes to mind. You wake up in a dark forest. The trees are towering above you like ancient giants, their branches gnarled and twisted, casting long shadows across the forest floor. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. As you take a closer look, you notice that the trees are not just ordinary, they seem to be alive, bark pulsating slightly, their leaves rustling and whispering in the wind. Suddenly, you hear a faint sound, like a distant whisper carried by the wind. You strain your eyes, trying to make out the words. They are not faint. Da, 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 da. Anyway, so as you can see, you're now in the world of Alice in the Wonderland. And then they said, do you dare to open one of the doors and see where it leads? I could say, no, let's just sit for a while and wait and see if anything happens. You can always choose your own options. Anyway, oh, sorry, I want to show you something else. So let's go again. We created a world for Alice in Wonderland, right? You can create anything. Let's go delete this world because I want to show you something else. Let's start a new one here. This time I'm going to choose something that actually exists. So I'm going to say Da Nang City, Vietnam, because that's where I am, right? Da Nang City, Vietnam. Enter. Now it will actually create the world of Da Nang City with its famous bridges, with the marble mountains and everything else. Here we go. You're in the bustling city of Da Nang City, Vietnam, known for its beautiful beaches, vibrant city, and cultivating history. The sun shines brightly overhead, casting long shadows across the streets as you make your way through the city's heart. Air is filled with the sound of traffic, vendors calling out their wares, and laughter as children play. In front of you lies the iconic Dragon Bridge. Ah, so cool. Because there's an actual dragon bridge, a steel structure adorned with the dragon sculptures and spans the Han River. The bridge is a symbol for Da Nang's da 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 da. To your right, you see a majestic marble mountains clustered in cluster of five limestone and marble hills to the right. The amount of religious, historical. Okay, so it goes on. To your left, you find yourself drawn to the city's museums. There's a Chum museum. Oh, there it says Chum sculpture. Okay, and culture landmarks. The Da Nang Museum of Chum Sculpture houses extensive collections of artifacts, Chum civilizations. Da, 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 da. The city's art gallery shows. Wow, it's really detailed. Beyond the city center, you venture to the Mike Beach. I stay very close to this. It's a popular spot for swimming, sunbathing, da 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 da. Okay, so it says, as you stand in the heart of Da Nang City, the possibility for exploration are endless. What would you like to do next? So now I can give it options. I could say, I need to find a motorbike rental shop. I would like to venture around. I would like to okay, so I'd like to find a motorbike rental shop. And then it says, as you stand at heart and said, blah, 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 blah. You turn your attention to finding a motorbike rental shop. In the distance, you spot the sign that reads, Kratang Motorbike Rental. Wow, they even got the Vietnamese names. Just a few blocks away. As you make your way towards it, you pass by a colorful street selling everything from souvenirs to local delicacies. The air is filled with the aroma of grilled meats and sound of slaughter as people go about their daily life. Laughter, not slaughter, laughter as people go about their daily lives. Upon reaching the rental shop, you're greeted by a friendly owner who offers a variety of motorbikes to choose from, blah, 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 blah. So let's see. Anyway, so as you can see, the story unfolds. It's actually very exciting because you can make any story about anywhere in the world, any fantasy you have, you can live in it. The AI will create all the details, and you can see it's very good at creating details. Um, your imagination is your limit here. Really, your imagination is your limit here. Let's say. Let's say the World of Warcraft environment, the game. Oh, shucks, I misspelled it. But I think the AI might pick up on that. It's very good at picking up on that. You emerge into the savage barrens of Dorata, a vast and unforgiving land. The sun beats down relentlessly upon your shoulders as you survey your surroundings. To the north, the towering cliffs of Rosafern Downs, casting long shadows across the parched earth. To the south, the wailing caverns echo with the mournful cries of tormented spirits. The air is thick with the scent of decay, carried by the relentless winds that whoops the grit into your. Oh, okay, this is pretty cool. So you got the horde is in need of strong allies, he says. If you're willing to prove your worth, we will welcome you with open arms. Okay, so you meet a guy. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to Dorata, home of the mighty horde. Ha! This is so awesome. Anyway, so now I literally created myself a game world, right? And as you can see, the AI is quite comfortable doing this, and it creates this cool world. And now, obviously, I can venture into this world and do things, whatever. Remember, there's always consequences for your actions. If you do good things, there are good consequences. If you do bad things, there's gonna be bad consequences. Like if you create a world, like when we first started, it gave you the option of creating a GTA world, delete this world, like a GTA world. And if you go around stealing cars, shooting people, the cops are going to chase you, catch you, and put you in jail. So every action has a consequence, good or bad. That's why I say everything you do affects the world, be it good or evil. How will the world be affected? So yeah, so we can do games, we can do books, we can do. Mm, So now I'm putting myself in the world of the Titanic. I'm on the ship that is destined to sink. So let's see what happens now. See, it starts the first one with saving the world. So it's world save. You stand on the deck of the Titanic, the largest, most luxurious ocean liner in the world. The ship is preparing to depart from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New Zealand. Passengers from but you don't know what it means. Welcome aboard the Titanic. What would you like to do? So now I say, take a look around, describe the deck and what I see. It says here, you glance around the deck of the Titanic, taking in the sights and sounds of the magnificent vessel. The deck is a hive of activity, with passengers and crew members scurrying about, preparing for the ship's departure. You feel the gentle vibration of the engines as they begin to turn, and you can smell the faint smell of coal smoke in the air. To your left, you see the grand staircase, a sweeping double staircase that dominates forward part of the ship. It's made of polished oak. Okay, so it's pretty cool. And then it says here, what would you like to do next? So this is the world of the Titanic, right? So you can create anything of anything of anything, um, whatever comes to mind. Uh, let's do the Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers world. This could be interesting. I could have said the world of Donkey Kong as well. You open your eyes to the familiar mushrooms kingdom, vibrant green hills and clear blue skies greeting you with a sense of nostalgia. You stand amidst the lush toad town, the clear, full inhabitants bustling about their daily lives. The iconic red-capped toad houses dot the landscape. And oh, I was just thinking now, what about the world of Smurfs? That could be interesting. Anyway, you guys get it. I don't want to make this video too long. Basically, interactive world. If you open up, it's under programming because that's where all the AI stuff is. The interactive world will create the world and it saves the world, by the way. So here it will literally load because I'd already started. So let's go delete this world. So interactive world creates a world based on your description. And it's a text-based environment. So you can explore the world using your keyboard. And you can decide what you want to do. It's all on you. Whatever you do, the AI will adapt the world. The AI is very good, and the only limitation is your imagination. You can put the world as a prehistoric world with dinosaurs. You can put your world as you crash landed on Mars with limited oxygen or limited food or whatever. Whatever you want, you can create the world. You specify the world, it will create the world, and it will draw on knowledge, books, movies, whatever info and data it has, and yeah, you can adventure through the world, and it's never ending. It will always adapt. The world will always adapt to your surroundings, and you can continue the story forever if you wanted to. Create a new one if you want to, and it saves, so you just can continue. Anyway, so that's it, guys. I just wanted to let you know that while we're still getting ready for the release, we are still working on new stuff. So now we've got interactive world. How awesome is that? Really, really awesome. And I don't think this exists anywhere, by the way. Like, we keep making things that don't exist. How awesome is that? This does not exist anywhere. Anywhere in the world, as far as I know. Not on Windows, not on Linux, not on Unix, not on Apple. There's nowhere where you can just describe a world and the AI creates the world and you just go along with it and adventure into your new world. So this is another something yet again that we've made now that's very, very cool. And there's no cost to using it. I mean, that you don't pay per token or anything like that. You basically just use it. How awesome is that? Really, 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 really awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Um, Although I know the public is waiting for Lindows, we're not quite ready to release publicly yet. We're getting very close, but I am putting out builds in our Discord channel almost on a daily basis. One every day, sometimes every 2 days. I put out a build in our Discord channel. So if you haven't gotten this yet and you want it, and you don't want to wait for the public release, you can grab one of the development builds in our Discord channel. Otherwise, in the next few days or so, it should make its way out into the public. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep your eye out for the new Lindows release. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.